hello. Oh, yes, hello. Maddie says hello. Oh my goodness, guys. It was epic. I came to a campground here in New Mexico. Some friends of mine, long haul lifesavers on YouTube, own a campground. And I thought, I'm going to surprise them with a visit. So I was trying to get here before the office closed, and I didn't make it. And so I went to their little ring and I got on camera, and they were quite surprised. Yes, I am in Roswell, New Mexico at Trailer Village Campground. And this is John and Morgan.
Hello.
And I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It's been a while since we've been on the tube.
I know, I know. So John was a travel nurse living in a fifth wheel. Morgan was his personal manager of all of everything, CEO of the home. And you quit travel nursing, bought a campground, and oh my gosh, it is so cool too. I'm thinking about doing a tour because I love it. I love it. It's such a clean site, and it says Johnny all over it. I love it. Maddie is here. I'm going to show you Maddie real quick. She wanted to be the star of the show tonight. You guys lean aside and look at this car. Holy moly. I could do a build out on that. I'm telling you. That would
It's big enough. It's probably as big as some of the
that
vans you
would
do.
probably sleep a full size at least in the back. There are what, 5 cars? 4 cars in here. 5 cars in here.
cars.
There's 5 cars in here. I might give you a tour later if I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
It is sweet. It is so sweet in here. But Roswell, New Mexico, and this is like the alien place, right?
Yep.
I mean, I'm hoping to see an alien, maybe not at 3 a.m., but
Yeah. We do see a lot of weird stuff in the skies. It was just last month. There was something that I took a photo of in the sky that the government said it was a weather balloon, but when you zoom in on the video, it is not a weather balloon.
it crashed. Oh my God.
That was, like
So,
3 days later it crashed.
You guys put it in the chat if you believe in aliens. And do you guys believe in aliens? Do you believe in life out there?
I believe that we cannot be the only thing.
Yeah.
Right.
If we're the
You know,
only thing that has ever been created,
Oh, it's sad.
that's sad.
Yeah. That car is great. That car is great. Happy for Maddie. Maddie has been on the ground. She has toured the shop on her own 4 legs. She is walking so much better. And I think I'm going to show you guys how much she's walking a little bit later, because I do want her to stay calm right now. She is, I'm on the road. I'm heading to quartzsite, but disclaimer, I was unintentionally exposed to COVID. Kelly took a cruise, and I waited to leave an extra day so that I could see her, so that she could see Maddie walk. And yesterday, she started kind of with a stuffy nose, that kind of stuff. So she took a test. Kelly brought home the wonderful souvenir of COVID from the cruise. I did take a test before getting here. It was negative. We talked about it. We're all cool. We all have rock solid immune systems. So I will be testing again before I climb out of my van in quartzsite. So all of those that I'm going to be seeing down there, I'm not going to expose anybody. If I need to quarantine longer, I will. And I have 5 masks in my van. So Kelly is such a, yes, that was such a gift. Yes, that was such a gift. Gloria Den, hello. V, hello. Boxman D, Stephanie, sorry for not saying hi to everybody. Hello, everybody. So, oh my gosh, I normally am a rattle box anyway, but it was so cool getting to surprise you guys.
Yeah.
I
think the last time we saw each other was in Paducah, Kentucky, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
No, you guys were on assignment somewhere, and we came to see you.
That was in Paducah.
Oh, it was in Paducah.
Yeah, that was in Paducah.
Because the first time we saw you, you were at a campground in Kentucky. And we stayed at the campground.
Yeah.
And then we came another time wherever you guys were at, and we had dinner together in a little town. Kelly, Kelly remembers everything.
Yeah.
Kelly, okay.
Kelly, tell me
'Cause I
where
thought-
it was at. It probably was Paducah.
Yeah.
It probably was Paducah.
Because I think you came to see us twice.
Twice.
Paducah.
If we probably came,
Because
we stayed in night at the campground, and then when we left to go do that, when we came back, I bet we had lunch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we love John and Morgan, but although we're probably double their age, we still love them. Paducah times 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kelly, who remembers everything. So yeah. So if in a couple of days I do test positive, then I may quarantine at Joshua Tree National Park. I might. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to wear a mask. I'm going to respect everybody, but it
Well,
happens.
Kelly, we miss you and we wish you were here.
We
Yeah.
wish you were here, Kel, not with COVID though.
Yeah,
But
you can keep that.
I will tell everybody, because obviously you can only read so much in the chat. Kelly's doing well. She's got like a head cold. She's got a cough, runny nose. She sent me pictures earlier. We have a refrigerator up in our bedroom. It's like an apartment style one. She stocked it. She did a Walmart pickup, so she had to go get swabbed on her way back. She popped the trunk. Somebody threw the stuff in. She closed the trunk. No exposure. But she's got her refrigerator stocked. She took the little toaster oven up in our bedroom. I had made a platform for Maddie's kennel so that when we were in bed, she would be eye level with us instead of, because I didn't want her hyperextending her neck.
Right.
So Kelly moved the kennel, and that's her little buffet, her little breakfast counter.
Breakfast in bed.
Yeah, breakfast in bed. I'm sure. I told her, if you're not symptomatic, clean.
Yeah.
The kids are at work all day.
You're not dead. You're fine. Yeah.
So anyway, Maddie's doing good. Let me show you. You want to say hi to Maddie? Everybody say hi to Maddie. She is not liking the kennel so much.
Yeah.
She likes it for a while, and then she barks like crazy. So then I think she has to go to the bathroom, because when she first had her surgery, she couldn't tell when she had to pee. She couldn't tell when she had to go poop. All that's coming back.
Okay.
So now when she goes crazy in the kennel, I think she's got to poop or something. I literally couldn't take it anymore. I had to pull off the highway on Highway 40. You know how crazy Highway 40 is.
Yeah, that's not a road you want to pull up on.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought she was dying back then.
Oh.
So then I got the litter box out. She's been pooping in the grass and that since she started feeling it again. And it's good because she walks. But we did nothing. And I was like, now I got to get back on the highway. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So she's very needy. She's getting spoiled, but the right side is really coming back. It's really coming back. She did take a little bit of a tumble today when she was walking, and I went ahead and gave her, she's got gabapentin she can take as needed. And I did give her one because I thought, she can't, hey mom, I'm in pain, but I felt like she's more irritable today. So, and it might just be that it's wearing out of her system, because she was taking it twice a day. Then she was taking it 3 times a day, then twice a day, and now it's just as needed. So, do you miss nursing?
Depends on the
You
day.
know, sometimes I do, actually. I miss, I guess, not so much nursing, but the traveling part of it.
Yeah.
I don't really miss the nursing care aspect, especially with the way everything's going now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nursing world is nuts.
Yeah, I feel like it's just slowly getting worse and worse.
Right. And this is what people say, are you going to go back to nursing? Are you done with nursing? Do you miss nursing? I miss the patients.
Yeah.
During COVID, the families, it was unbelievable. And we talked a little bit before going live about how people's behavior is. It's almost appalling.
It
Yeah.
is.
The behavior of some people. And we really feel like it kind of started during COVID.
And it's continuously getting worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
People are so entitled.
They got used to being able to sit on their couch and order anything they wanted, and it was just delivered to their door, and they didn't even have to get up because they used the Ring doorbell and they say just drop it on the porch. You know what I mean? Like, so So now when you tell somebody like, oh, I need you to go over there, they're like, oh, I have to walk 50 feet. Like, oh,
Right.
I'm so sorry that
Yeah.
that's
Right.
where it is,
I really was done. My second tour in West Virginia, that was the only travel nurse assignment I took was West Virginia. I was there 5 weeks. They said, oh, do you want to re-up? It was way too early to say yes, but I did.
Yeah.
Because it was so nice up there, and I loved the Shenandoahs and Dolly Sods Wilderness, and I thought, absolutely. The second part of the assignment was a nightmare, and I'm telling you what, when West Virginia blew up, now you've got a very, very I'm not being ugly. It's a very uneducated state.
Yes.
And when people are already uneducated and then they act stupid on top of it, the fact that I never lost control,
Yeah.
right.
was a huge win.
Yeah.
Long Haul Lifesavers, the patient surveys are ruining healthcare. They are.
Yes.
They
100%.
are. And here's the thing. You have to go into something with realistic expectations. And when you go to the ER, or when you've got a family member in ICU, or if you don't have realistic expectations, we're never going to make you happy.
Yeah.
If you think that whatever you want goes, and whatever you say the doctor needs to do, he needs to do, that survey is never going to, it's never going to be good, because it's not realistic. And I think as a whole, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
I have two things to that. I always told my patients that big H out on the front of the hospital doesn't stand for Hilton. It stands for hospital.
Yeah.
I'm not here to fluff your pillows and powder you like this is a 5-star resort. It's not.
Yeah.
So like she said, realistic expectations. And then secondly, when I took the contract in Paducah at Baptist, it had been 5 years since those nurses have gotten a raise, even any raise at all, because their patient surveys
were crap,
were bad, and you had to get a 5-star across the board to get a raise.
But they were working a skeleton crew.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, there's a lot of people, their patient surveys, and I don't know, we don't have to stay on nursing home. We're not going to talk about nursing all night, but when you go to the hospital, a lot of people care about two things, themselves. They care about their care. And I'm telling you, you can be running a full 3-team code next door, and that patient cares about their needs. They don't care about that patient dying across the hall. Their needs are just as important as the other person. The second thing is, so no matter what it is, they care about them. And I can understand that a little bit. But if they come in and they say, oh, no, Tylenol's not going to help me, I need Dilaudid, and the doctor says, we don't give Dilaudid here, your survey is going to be horrible.
Yeah.
It's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
And
because they don't filter your surveys by drug addicts and healthy mom of 2. It's sent out across the board.
I have a terrible, it's a story that might appall some people, but as a healthcare worker, I thought, honey, that's patient education. I came in early for a nurse. She was rooming an ambulance. I went and answered one of her call lights. I'm waiting for a report. I'm going to go answer a call light. I go in the patient room. This woman has clearly got anxiety and a whole lot of other stuff. But she is, I need to eat. I need to eat. I need my pain medicine, and I need anxiety medicine. You guys are making this worse. And I was like, she hadn't been there very long at all.
Yeah.
So how in the world she didn't eat before she got to the hospital, number one. And then I went and told the doctor, I said, this lady in 5, she's in pain. She wants something. So then I go back to the room and I said, I've talked to the doctor. He said you can have something to eat. He's going to get you some Tylenol with codeine ordered. I can't take that. I'm allergic to that. Well, it's not listed as one of your allergies. So I opened up the computer. She's on Dilaudid at home. She's on Valium at home. And she was on Xanax at home. So then I said, your home medications are more than you'll ever get from us.
Right.
Yeah.
You should have taken your home medications.
Yeah.
I'm out. I said, oh, but we don't
We don't refill your prescription.
do refills. You have to go see your primary care physician. She said, well, I had an appointment and I missed it because I couldn't go that day. And I said, can you reschedule it? And she said, well, I rescheduled it and my sister was supposed to take me and she couldn't get me on that day. So I had to cancel it again. And this woman is at this point just belligerent. She is ridiculous. I said, ma'am, I said, like, your expectations are so unrealistic. You've got a doctor that will prescribe you Dilaudid, Valium, and Xanax.
Yeah.
That doctor
You,
shouldn't.
if it was me, if I had to hitchhike to get to my doctor, I would do that.
Yeah.
I kid you not. She called my boss and she said, she probably filled out a survey first. She called my boss and she said, your nurse told me to hitchhike to my doctor and get out of the ER.
Bye.
Okay, well,
Bye,
that's
patient.
oh, honey, that was patient education.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
get to your doctor
Yeah.
because we can't give you any of those
Right.
medicines.
Yeah.
Right.
So people's expectations are not realistic.
No, they're not.
So,
But from a non-nurse,
mhm.
people like me, non-nurses, need to do their own education and learn about things and then also learn how to advocate for yourself.
Right.
So last week I went and had routine blood work done. Tell me why this nurse stabbed me 3 times in this arm with the same needle and then moved to this arm. After the 3rd time on this one, I said, can we stop? I said, maybe we should.
I was not there.
No, he wasn't. And I said, maybe we should have someone else. And she said, do you want to just go to the hospital? And she shoved the cap back on the needle, set it on the counter. I said, no, we're going to get through this. And then we went to this arm and she stabbed me again twice with that needle.
The same needle?
Same needle. Took the cap off again. So you have to be able to educate or,
And I don't know why.
advocate
Like,
for yourself.
she was horrible. She finally yells for me. I come in. I'm standing at the doorway, and I said, I can see her vein from here.
Yeah.
How are you not hitting this?
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Right.
And that's what she said. She doesn't have any veins. And I'm thinking, I'd be dead if I don't have any veins.
Right.
And I'm looking at it going, well, I can see the one right here, and he's like, you can see it right there.
Right.
Like,
Right. But
So-
anyway, I mean, it's just like you have to be your own advocate
You do.
because there's a lot of times when you go to the doctor and if you do not advocate for yourself, you're not going to get what you need because they're running door to door to door,
Right.
trying to take care of all these patients. It's just a staffing issue again.
Right. But there's
But-
a difference between advocating and being entitled.
Right.
That's where
Right.
people need to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephanie wants some Versed and a sack to go. Kelly, when I met her, you talk about Flexerol.
Mhm.
I can't take it. It knocks me out.
Oh, yeah.
And Kelly's like, that's a good medicine. It is. Good medicine. Yeah. And that's one you could probably get from your doctor.
The only time I
Um,
ever had pain medication was Demerol, and that was amazing.
I had Demerol once
Yeah.
when I had my incarcerated hernia.
Uh-huh.
And I said, you better only give me half of that because I react strongly.
Yeah.
And they gave it to me and like an hour later gave me the other half. But I did. They gave me a Norco to go home with after my surgery. I took one, fell down 5 stairs. My glasses went into my eye,
Jeez.
done with pain medicine.
Yeah.
I can't, I'm a lightweight.
Yeah.
They want to know if you'll give an update on the campground.
Yeah.
Give an update on it.
So are
Um,
people here full-time, part-time?
Yeah. So our RV park has 66 sites, and it's evenly divided. Half of those are monthly, and half of them are nightly, weekly. We have one cabin on the site that's currently rented.
I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a bathhouse. We have a laundry facility, a fenced-in dog park. We have a playground, an outdoor fire pit, outdoor cornhole boards. We have a clubhouse with a pool table, foosball, ping pong, and a full kitchen.
We have the best souvenir store in Rossville.
We have
All
souvenir
kinds of
store.
aliens. I'm
Yeah.
going to show you that. I'm going to do a short video on it tomorrow. Yeah.
And then, I mean, we've just been slowly bringing it back to life. The previous owners had it for 20 years, and kind of at the tail end, they were kind of done with it, which
Yeah.
I think anybody
anybody
Done
after
the same
20
thing
years
for
should
20
be
years
done
is
with
done.
it.
So like me, I just drove in and hoped I could get a site. Is that, does that work?
Yeah.
And you've got after hours phone number
Yep.
on the door. So I would just call and say, hey, do you have a spot for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and there's envelopes, like there's a little drop box. There's a map on the front of the porch that shows you how to like get to sites. And then the envelopes, if you want to use cash, you can drop in
So
there.
we wouldn't really even have to bother you.
No.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all set up. And then if we have a lot of people that when they make reservations, if we haven't seen you by 4 o'clock, checking in, because the office closes at 5, we go ahead and start calling to see how far out you are.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be in after 5, then we just make an after hours packet and we clip them on the front door of the office. So that way when you walk up, you just grab your packet and you're good to go.
Cool.
So you get the
cool.
Wi-Fi code in the bathhouse and all that's on the packet.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we were actually talking because we're both self-employed now.
Isn't that weird to say?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone says, "Where do you work?" I'm self-employed.
Yeah.
Yeah. For myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I actually, because I only traveled nurse for 6 months, it's hard. Like it's hard for me to get a loan or, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because I have to be in
Yeah.
the business for 2 years. So,
Yeah.
but we have decided that we work more now than we did when we were
Definitely.
nurses.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
But I can always have one of these.
On the
during
job,
work
I
hours.
know, right?
Yeah.
Is that not a? So they offered me a drink when I got here, and you guys know I'm kind of a baby about alcohol. So I got Seagram's Black Cherry, and I have to tell you, it is good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
She likes the Jamaican me happy.
Yeah.
So I do too. Yeah, those are good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys am I on 70 or off of 70?
We're off of 70.
You're
so
off
we're
of-
on 380.
Yeah.
380.
So 380 west of town will
Becomes
connect
70.
back with 70.
Okay.
So like when because you're gonna go to I-10,
I'm going
so
to 10.
you
Yep.
literally will turn left out of the RV park and you stay on that till you hit 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you'll go up
Left
the mountain,
out of
come
the
down,
okay.
and then
So kind of back towards the town.
yeah, you're gonna go right.
You're gonna go right through Main
So
Street.
this is Second Street. So
Yeah,
Second
yeah.
and Main split the town.
Awesome.
Across.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Love it.
As long as the pass is open for you tomorrow.
Yeah, I want on, Johnny. I want on. You want on the stream? I don't know what she. Oh my God, oh my God, if I took a Norco, I'd be dead. I'm telling you, when I was 21, I had just had my son, and I had to get my wisdom teeth surgically removed, and they put me on liquid Loratab.
Oh.
I went Christmas shopping that night with my mom and sister. Right, the 7:50. So when I got home, I took some of the Loratab. I was going to bed. All night, I hallucinated that I had to get the house clean.
Yeah.
But the cleaning schedule was on my computer, and my computer was crashing. My husband wanted to kill me. He's like, "Are you awake?" "Yeah, I'm going to bed. I haven't slept all night because you were crazy." I can't take medicine. When I had my emergency surgery in the recovery room, I kept trying to climb off the end of the stretcher so that I could go to the ER and start IVs because they were busy. And I said, "Is the ER busy?" "Oh yeah, they're busy." I said, "I'm gonna go help them." Trying to climb off the end of the stretcher, and I kept itching my legs. And she's like, "Are you itching? Are you itching?" I said, "It's okay. I have poison ivy." They gave me Benadryl.
Did you have poison ivy?
I did.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you
I did have poison ivy.
Okay.
My surgery was at 8 a.m. I think I was probably in recovery by 9. I didn't wake up until 5 p.m. I said, "How much Benadryl did they give me?" So I think I got a nurse dose of Benadryl.
Yeah.
They said 25.
Oh, sure.
I didn't get 25. I should have got
You got
7.
75.
I should have got 7. Yeah. Question. Please bring me a Seagram's Black Cherry. Oh,
You're good.
it's so good. If I can find them, I'll bring them.
You get them in a variety pack, so you get a little bit of all of them.
Oh, I'll steal one from these guys and bring it. Your new campers in Q want to bring Black Cherry Seagrams to camp. I will do that. I'll do that. My daughter's in here. Caitlin Stover. Nurses make the worst patients. Just saying.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yes.
What do you
Just
mean?
saying.
What do you mean? What do I mean? You were sick last week and you make the worst patient.
My daughter Caitlin had her tonsils taken out she was 19, I think, at the time, and still lived at home, was still going to college. And I said, and so she came over to me, and because I knew, I'm like, this is going to be, because tonsils as an older, it's not fun.
Yeah.
So Question, is the campground big rig friendly?
Yes.
There are huge
We
campers in
fit
here.
semis in. So we have one guy that he's been coming here actually for 28 years. He has a full-size semi, not one of the Kodiaks, like an actual semi. He has a 45-foot fifth wheel, and then he has a smart car that he puts on the back of his semi.
I've seen that. I've seen some, and they do it sideways.
Yeah,
I saw. We were at a Harvest Host in the Branson area, the Silver City area, and there was a semi there, and he had a smart car on the back of it. I thought that is smart.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of the majority of our sites are 75 foot in length, and then they vary in width.
Now, let me ask you this. My site only has 30 and 50 amp.
Yes.
They all have 30, 50 amp in the pull 30.
Does any of them have 20 amp?
No.
So the 20 amp are on the monthly.
Yeah, on the back end.
On the back end.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we do in the RV park or in the office, we have the souvenir store, and then I also sell a little bit of stuff for like RV maintenance, and I sell the converters for 30 to the 120.
The adapters.
The adapters. Yeah.
No. That's cool. Just wanted to say hello, blessings, hope all is well. Thank you so much, Derek. Good to see you here. All right. I know I'm missing a lot, guys. Kelly will highlight my name if there's anything that I need to back up and see. All kinds of exciting things going on in our neck of the woods. I've got 2 vans at the shop, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you because she put it on Facebook. I have a van at the shop. It's a 2021 ProMaster, brand new. Becoming Bev has hired me to do her van build. So 2021 Ram ProMaster is on the list. So I've got Transit there is next, and the ProMaster is to follow.
So how many do you think of those you could crank out a year?
So I have help coming.
Oh, you do?
But I give people 2 months. So technically I could do 6.
Yeah.
That gives me time off.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing is, like last year I did almost 6. If Maddie wouldn't have had her emergency surgery, I would have got that other one done. So that would have been 6 full builds and 3 remodels. The one in Vermont was pretty significant, but then 3 remodels. So I did 10 projects, almost 11, really 11. And the Transit that I've got at the house already has the floor in, the insulation, the kill mat, and I'm working on the wiring. So I got all that done in 1 year.
Yeah.
This year I have some help coming. Multiple people want to help, like work camp or just a little on the side. I've got some people that are actually have 2 vans that they purchased that gonna build one out for sure, maybe both of them out and flip it. But we're bartering for labor. So they're gonna help me. They were at the shop for I think 32 days recently, Les and Bernadette. I did a sliding window and a bunk window for them in November, and we literally, just like you guys, like forever friends.
Oh,
so, yeah. Is the campground, oh, I already got that. Let me scroll down. I missed one. 120 vans per year, 120 vans per year. You're ridiculous. Yeah. Where is Bobby? Bobby is hoping to leave tomorrow. She got delayed on some technical issues, nothing with the rig. She's hoping to get on the road tomorrow. If not, close after that. My Blue Eddy, oh my gosh, has been kind of a fiasco, but I finally got a hold of him. Box Van D is letting the company ship it to her in Arizona. So I delayed leaving because Blue Eddy said, your Blue Eddy's coming. It hasn't even been shipped yet. It shipped today. I was so not happy. Video will be coming. Yeah.
So do you have, we have insurance for the RV park.
Yes.
That has certain stipulations.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So like any RVs that we have to be RVIA certified. Have you looked into this certification?
I haven't. But a year ago, we were talking about that.
And
I
that's
think.
what, because when you,
Yeah.
because you had mentioned that you wanted to start building gyms. This
Yeah.
was before you had quit
Yeah.
nursing. And I said, talk to me about this.
Yeah.
So, that's because we knew that was coming in. So last January, that's our insurance. We are no longer allowed to take conversion payments.
Oh,
They
wow.
have to be RVIA certified.
Oh, wow.
Which
I'll go park on the street.
no,
No.
not at all. No, and we do, I mean, you can, and I don't want to say this, but you can tell sometimes when people like they've converted things themselves and they have literally no idea
Oh,
what
yeah.
they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Versus somebody that has actual mechanical knowledge
Right.
and knows what they're doing. Like there's a big difference.
And I feel like it could be like if their van were to catch fire on your
And that's
RV site,
yep, and that's
because their wiring, it's plugged
Yep.
into your, I can see that.
Yep.
When
So,
it used to be, we were the only park that had that stipulation, and now it's all the parks in
it's pretty
Roswell.
much everybody
It's
now.
all the insurance companies for RV parks are
Mhm.
moving to
And part of that was
direction.
because of COVID, because
Yeah.
so many people went to van life.
right.
And there was people that had no idea what they were doing, and they were like, well, I can put in gas all by myself and I know what I'm doing, and they've never even turned a screwdriver before.
So, and I don't know what kind of insurance they're getting, but I've got a couple of clients now that have gotten RV insurance. And all I had to do, I did because I've got an LLC, I did the full appraisal for them,
See,
sent
so
them
you're an
appraisals.
actual business, so yes, that
I'm
is
an LLC.
a real vehicle.
So then I send them away with an appraisal. They take it to the insurance company and they actually, because they both, two of the people so far have wanted RV insurance.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I
And
think
that
that
is a way to get around
Yes,
the
it is.
RVIA certification, is if they actually can show proof that they have RV insurance.
Insurance,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
these, and
Yes.
these, yeah,
because it what it does is weeds out people that have made they have a Dodge Caravan that they've turned in their backyard into
Yeah.
an RV. So
Kelly, thanks for dropping the RV park link. RIVA certification is a tough get for van builders.
yes,
Yeah.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
Deborah's smart, she does her research.
Yeah.
But
But like you said, that workaround is the RV insurance.
Uh-huh.
Because if you actually have your RV insured
Uh-huh.
as an RV, not as a vehicle, then yes.
then you're good. And mine is not insured as an RV. Mine is insured as a vehicle. Part of that is because in the subdivision, if I insure it as an RV and if I convert it to, then I can't park it in our
Right.
subdivision.
Right.
So hopefully an HOA.
Yep.
And hopefully down the road, that won't be an issue. Vanderella, I'm subscribed to Mom's channel, but don't get notified when she goes live. How can I fix that? You got to turn the notification bell on. And if you're not regularly watching videos, it won't notify you. You have to regularly be following along. And I know that you're busy, so I get it. But I'm live every Tuesday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, and 7 Mountain. When I was driving here, I was like, oh crap,
The time change.
the time is going to
Yeah.
change. So I was like,
Texas.
because I was so happy I was going to get here. Originally, I was going to get here at 3:30 before I had to stop and get COVID swabbed. And then Maddie needed a stop. I needed new windshield wipers, and so then it said 5:02, and then I had to stop because I had to stop in when I got off of 70. Maddie was throwing a fit. You have to watch 500 videos a month to get. You do not. You do not. You guys are ridiculous. 6 p.m. Pacific. Okay. Yep. I'll tell you what, when I used to go live at 9 and we would stay on for hours, I don't know how
Yeah.
people on the East Coast did it.
Yeah.
Because when I did 6 months in West Virginia and I didn't go live until 10 o'clock, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, how do these people stay up till 11 watching my little butt?
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, I always loved watching your lives when we were west because it was early. For
Early
us.
for you guys.
And then we like when we were in Kentucky watching you, it was like, okay, it's 1 a.m. Like
Bobby is putting me on his live tonight to quiz me on superhero and other cartoons. He gave me tequila before. Send me a link so I can get onto that. That would be so cool to watch. I took a nap before your live. Absolutely. Patty's from Connecticut.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I was showing these guys some of my van builds because new business owners. And you know, when you're a YouTuber and you've got all these channels, I'm just saying, you can't follow everybody.
And
I
want
never,
to so badly, but I'm not even
I
doing spam
never
content.
get offended.
Yeah.
First of all, you guys are RVs, I'm van. This is not your niche. I get it. You try to support who you can. And when you're a business owner, I'm telling you, you all know, I'm way behind on following people. So it was so fun kind of showing pictures of the build and what, because I was here before those guys were at dinner, and it's really a nice place. I'm so happy for everyone's. Vanderilla was gonna text Kyle to watch the stream for this one. Oh yeah. Kate, send me that. I want to watch that. Always late. My best lives were always late at night. Yep. We used to have so much fun back in the day when you're trying to get those. It's so funny. We worked our butt off to get those 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
And if I knew then what I know now, because those how-to videos that I do on the Blue Eddy, I get 2,000 watch hours a month on, and it's because of those.
Yeah.
Because people, we Google everything.
Yeah,
we YouTube everything.
Yeah.
Someone said, I don't know where to check the oil in my ProMaster. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Probably 5,000 videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
We YouTube some of the craziest stuff.
But it seems like people don't really go to YouTube for content a whole lot anymore. It's how do I do this and how do I do that?
Yep. And part of it is I am happy about it is a lot of people will, if it'll save them money and aggravation, they will try to figure something out.
Yeah.
Because of YouTube.
Yeah.
So I try to do as good of a detail in explaining it. But when you start talking about wiring and that, you think I think, oh, take this, and people are like, oh, stop.
Yeah.
Just stop for a second. What are we doing? So, Mom needs to bring me and Bobby into one of your, absolutely. Caitlin, you and Bobby want to come into one of my live streams. I'll send you a link anytime. That would be so much fun. I fixed my car with a YouTube, saved $500.
Yep.
I changed a thermostat in my car once. Kelly recently changed something in her car. It was like a water reservoir or something. And I said, you did what? I was out of town.
Yeah.
I said, you're doing what? I'm changing my water reservoir. Shut up.
I can't cook, so if I want to try and cook something, it's YouTube. And somebody is telling me, and I have to pause them so that I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Well, my car that I built, the majority of it was learning how to do stuff off of YouTube.
Yeah. I love my hiking videos. My one in Seneca Rocks and Rhode Island, and those are my favorite videos. I feel like I did the best editing. They get hardly 200 views.
Right.
I can do a YouTube video on making a cable for the Blue Eddy, and it's got 30,000 views. I'm like, come on. But that's it. People want to know how to do
it. That's like our how-to videos on our channel. Those have the most views, and then our ones that are just pure
fun
entertainment content have nothing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Kelly, that's a good idea. A newlywed game, that would be good. Watch Johnny to explain how to install our running boards. There you go. I love your adventure videos. I do too. I love them. I love it. We were talking about it. I can't remember the last time I went hiking. Yeah. I need a hike. I'm going to go hiking in Quartzsite, actually. I'm going to do Palm Canyon again with some people.
Well, if you have time before you, how fast do you have to leave? You don't know yet.
I don't.
Okay.
I mean,
Bottomless Lake State Park is only 12 miles from here, and it's the oldest state park in New Mexico. And it is beautiful.
It's backtracking, right? I think
it's 12 miles towards Texas. So instead of you go left to go to I-10, but if you go back 12 miles to the right.
And it's the oldest state park?
Oldest state park in New Mexico, and it is really beautiful. There's a bunch of missile silos out there.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. They filled them all with water and stuff. So.
Oh, really? Missile silos. Well, that sounds like a trip I need to take.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got 700 miles until I get to Quartzsite. And I'm not going to do that in one day.
Right.
So there's a lot to see between here.
I've got 2 days.
There's a ton to see.
I know.
Yeah. Like White Sands. the missile range.
Uh-huh.
So that's where like the dunes are. You can go sledding, you know.
Oh, nice.
So,
Somebody in the community did a video on White Sands.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm going to be driving by that.
Yep.
Oh,
You're gonna go right
wow.
past that.
Yep.
I'll see y'all next month.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. There's like 2 weeks worth of stuff that you gotta do.
Johnny, you have to see the state park. There you go. Or fishing. I know,
Oh,
right?
there's some really good fishing.
I got my fishing pole. Y'all know I got my fishing pole
There's
with
some
me.
really good fishing. Just
Yeah. On the
6
river.
minutes from
On
here.
the river.
Mhm. Yep.
I think I'm going to see you guys next week.
Yeah.
I got a quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. She's been
Long haul
exposed.
lifesavers, Morgan. Do you have any disappearing lakes with dead bodies showing up like Lake Mead? Where?
No, but so
No.
Roswell has the Lost River. There was a river here and it did disappear and it did kill people. It was kind of a weird, I don't know a ton on the history. I read it a long time ago and I don't remember all of it. I've purged since then. But yeah, it's called the Lost River of Roswell and it's kind of an interesting read.
Boxman D said people are already here waiting for you. Yay. Carlsbad Caverns, I actually have been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah,
I went there years and years ago. Daphne is here, I think, or Dawn's here. I think it was an older video you talked about gearing down in manual on the mountain. I practiced today when I was on a long, steep hill. So easy and smart. Awesome, Dawn. I was so happy that helped you. I pulled off the highway. I talked to D and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm from Illinois. We don't have to downshift.
Yeah.
You don't even. I had a manual car growing up when I was 16. That's the only reason I even know about shifting. But mountains, climbing the mountains, downshifting out of the mountains, I didn't know anything about that. My brakes smelled. I can't even describe the smell, but I thought my whole van was going to catch fire. I pulled off the road and I called D. I was like, something's wrong with I got to get down out of this. I thought I was going to die. Loved my manual cars. Saved the brakes and gear down. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
Or if you have a diesel, you can turn on their exhaust brake.
Yeah. If you have diesel, turn on the exhaust brake. Bobby, if you're listening. I miss stick shifts. I did too. I liked mine. I never had a problem with it. And then I went to motorcycles and it's all the same concept. I love it.
You know, they don't call them stick shifts anymore though. They call it anti-theft devices.
No one
No
can drive
one
a
can drive
stick
it.
shift anymore.
So there's like 5 people left in the world that can still drive.
That is, I can tell you, none of my kids know how to.
Right.
Good.
This one's a stick.
Yep. Question. If bug balls are 100,000, how much is a diesel heater under the passenger seat? Oh my gosh. I will never probably do a diesel heater install under a passenger seat in a Ford Transit. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. It's just, you have this much space under there. It's crazy. I'm not going to do, I can't do it. Gear crunching vehicle, if you don't know how to ship, I know, right? 250,000. That sounds like a good price. I did a video on installing, it's called the Bug Wall. It's a real thick, heavy, nice RV screen. It's for vans. They're made specifically for the ProMaster, the Transit, the Sprinter. It was a pain in the butt to install, going off of their instructions.
Okay.
Patty Coretta almost saw me melt down. Like literally, I almost cried. I get mad and I get frustrated and then I want to cry. So I was like, let's go eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And when I came back out, I just took the entire weather stripping off, put a whole bunch of clips around it, put the weather stripping. I bet you we had that thing on in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm doing it my way.
Yeah.
And then the back one went on pretty good. We've got it on backwards, so that now that, but I followed exactly what the video showed, but it's on backwards. So we'll probably switch that out someday, but it went on with no problem whatsoever. But I said, it's $100,000 if you want one done. So that's a running joke. I'm actually putting one in some people in San Antonio on my way home. They might come by here.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I may do it here.
Yeah.
We'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Because
We have a big
I don't
garage.
want to go to San Antonio.
Yeah.
That's a far way out of my way. So they can come up to me if I'm coming by here anyway.
Yeah.
So, I just don't like going through Flagstaff.
How long? Oh, yeah. Flag, especially this time of
No,
year.
no,
This time of year is horrible going through
Yeah.
there.
Kelly and I, we got caught in a terrible snowstorm.
Yeah.
When we woke up the next morning, we were in Flagstaff. We woke up and we had to go to the grocery store. The snow plow had already been through. The pile of snow was probably 5 feet over my van. I'm like, I am not gonna. So
Yeah.
everybody, I was supposed to caravan with a bunch of people, and they went south. Because we're like,
Did
we're
you
not
see
going to
what
Flagstaff.
northern New Mexico got of snow today?
No,
Like 23 inches.
23 inches,
Mhm.
northern New Mexico.
Yeah, so
I
like
missed it.
basically north
I
of
missed it.
I-40.
Oh, Terry, thank you. Learning to drive a stick shift at 18. Once got out of the car. Right? I remember those days when you were at the hill and the
Oh, yeah.
light and you're, yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't move your car, I'm going to roll into you. Right. Yeah. Thank you for that super chat, Terry. Thank you. I always take. All right. Okay. So we have 14 minutes left. We're going to show you the cars.
Okay.
We're going to show you these cars. These are nice.
The garage is not done.
We'll
So
show the painting.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to put Maddie down and I'm going to show you guys some cars. And you don't have to be,
These are not all of our cars.
you don't have to be a car person to appreciate stuff. And I wish I could. I don't know if I can turn this around or not. I don't think I can. So let's look at this one.
Yeah.
This is a Nova.
Yep. So this is a 1969 Nova. Just did a full restoration job on this. So it's a new paint job, new suspension, new brakes, wheels, tires, brand new interior. You can show them.
This is sweet. I mean, it looks so original. I'm gonna just put the phone in here, guys. Look at that. I mean, that looks so nice.
This is almost all original.
That looks so
it's
cool.
a refurbished, not a redo.
All right, guys. If you're more, I consider a Nova a sports car, but this is a Grand National.
Yep.
Tell us about this one.
Yeah, so this one's mine. This is the 1987 Buick Grand National that I rebuilt a while back. So it's all original paint, original interior, did some body work to it. Stock, they have like 327 horsepower. This one has 748 at the rear wheel.
I mean, that's a nice, it's so nice. Nice. And you guys kind of saw this one. Look at that. That's a nice car. Let's go see. He's got the hood open. Let's go see it. Look at this. Oh my gosh. What? That is a clean. Oh, that is clean. How hard is it to get parts for these?
So this is what's called a resto mod. So this is an old body that's essentially set down on a brand new chassis, new suspension, new motor. So this is a 350 motor, so I can get parts for it all day long.
Oh, gotcha.
So it looks old, but it has the feel and the drivability of a new vehicle.
And guys, no matter how old your car is, you can still use reflectix. You can still use reflectix. All right, guys. So there's a special one here. They've got a car in the shop, and the family, the guy that owns it, had a son that was killed in Iraq.
Yes.
His son was killed in Iraq, and we're going to show you. They got it's paint, right? Or is it
So it's all airbrushed.
It's airbrushed.
This car, the individual that you're going to see in the painting, this was his car, and he bought it before he went overseas and passed away.
Man, oh man.
So his dad got it from the
Check this out, guys.
And then had this commissioned. So this is airbrushed with 20 layers of clear coat.
Look at that. So that's him in memory of Sergeant Anthony Ewing, loving son, brother, uncle, September 18th, May 07. That is pretty cool. That is pretty special. And that airbrush is phenomenal. Like the detail over here, I'm not even going to touch it. You can see the detail here. This is nice.
Like the
Oh, there's a helicopter up here. I mean, and palm trees back here.
If you have any viewers that are service members, thank you.
It is so cool. What? Oh, and if you're a service member, thank you for your service and prior service. And then this one, the last one,
This one's dirty.
this one's dirty.
This one's a work in progress.
That's all right.
So this is the nefarious flaming bird. This is a 1978 Pontiac Trans Am with a 6.6 motor. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
It is so nice. I walked in here and I was like, what? I like old cars. You used to go to the old car shows.
Yep.
Yeah.
We do a lot of car
Man.
shows.
We have our own car show here.
You guys want to see Maddie walk?
So how do you set her down?
You hold the camera.
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Here, John, you hold the camera.
I'll hold the camera.
Okay.
there we go. I got it. All right, Maddie, you gonna show off? All right, guys.
Set the Joby back
I'm
and
gonna
let her
come
walk
over
here.
here. You want to walk? Go to John.
Come here.
Look at you. Oh, Maddie. Come here, Maddie.
Her tails are
Oh,
going.
what do you mean? Come here. Come here.
There's a leaf.
Maddie. Maddie, come here. Oh, they can see her tail wagging. What did you find? What did you find? Come here. Okay.
Well, we did have a barbecue in here.
Yeah.
So it's probably some tracks.
Hi, sweetie.
Look at her, guys. Look at her. She just going. She's just she found barbecue. That's so funny. Oh man, that's so funny. Let me see some of the comments. She is I love Maddie. Maddie on the run. She is. So I have to put like a little harness on her when I take her out because the doctor doesn't want her running. And she goes to the left, but she's really doing good. She is doing so much better.
Daddy.
She'll be doing even better after she finishes all the barbecue. All right, man, you want to go sit back down? You want to go sit back down? She is something else. She's done with the kennel, though.
There you go.
Come here, man. You want to come back up here? There you
So
go.
how long are you gonna be?
Till about middle of February.
Okay.
So because I've got to do that one job, I may come back just a little early. But yeah, because I got to get the one van that the transit that's there. I got to get that going. I got to get that. I mean, I got to jump on it, but I got to get that going. Are you cold? She's done showing off. We got John off camera now.
I know we didn't turn.
There you
It
go.
got chilly in here. We didn't turn the heater on in here.
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah. Doing good. We're almost done here, guys. We only got 7 more minutes left. Ooh. It looks like she is doing phenomenal. She is doing phenomenal. She went to the surgeon and got released, and the surgeon was even happy. And she had some tests done on her bladder after surgery, and all those come back okay. They were worried about stones in her bladder, and she said she had some phosphates in her urine, but other than what? Okay, I got you. Other than that, it was nothing. So
Yeah.
so she's really doing good. She's really doing good. The surgeon's happy, and she can do like 5 to 10 minute walks 3 times a day, and then once she can walk and not falling, then she can like I could just let her roam in here and do whatever, which she's kind of at. The only time she really falls is if she gets anxious and tries to. She thinks she can. Before I left, I was at home doing a lot of packing and that. If I sat she's got a little like cushion seat that she sits next to me. If she wanted something, she acted like she was going to jump down off the couch. I said, "Oh no, you're not. You're not doing that that good."
That's how I ended up holding her, because she was
Trying
trying
to
to
jump.
feed you
Yeah.
with the cars, and she was trying to jump off the.
Oh
chair. So I
yeah,
was like,
she
"No,
thinks
not
she
like that."
can. She thinks she can go. Maddie says, "Give me a heated blanket." I have a heated blanket for her. I'll plug her heated blanket in
We'll turn the
tonight.
heat on in here too when we're
Yeah.
done with the live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're good. I've got her stroller with me, and she lays in her stroller. So, but she's been in the car all day today, so I wanted to bring her over.
Yeah.
I mean, she just like done with that. She's doing better than I thought. Literally 4 days before Kelly got home, I'd been doing range of motion with her, trying to, have her stand. Literally, it was like night and day. One morning she woke up and she was like, "Hey, I think I can walk again."
Yeah.
And it was like that. And then it really started where she wasn't able to use the right side, but she really was standing on that left. And literally in a matter of 4 days, she went from like not doing good at all to walking. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And I think a lot of it was mindset. She
Yeah.
didn't know what was going on. She
Yeah.
don't know what happened. She didn't know, like, and then all of a sudden she was like, "Hey, I can walk."
Yeah.
And now she thinks she can do everything.
So were her front legs affected too, or was it
The right side.
the
And
right side?
all of them work. All
Oh,
of them work.
okay.
A significant difference on the right. She had a lot of swelling, and it was more herniated to the right side, causing more pressure. And actually, when it happened, whatever happened, there was so much swelling, she couldn't even bark. She couldn't whine. She couldn't whine. She couldn't bark. Her second eyelid was closed. She couldn't, it was like really probably 60% closed. When I walked into the vet, because Kelly took her to the vet, I was 90 minutes away. When I walked into the vet, I literally lost it because I thought she was dying.
Yeah.
I thought she was dying. But that second eyelid, the voice, it's all from the swelling. And she was on prednisone for 2 weeks, I think, about 10 days. She was on it for 10 days, the gabapentin. She does have trazodone if she gets anxious, because she's not supposed to get worked up.
Right.
And I worry in Foresight that she might get worked up. It's in the van.
Yeah.
So, because she's for
How
2
many
months.
how many people are you going to meet up with in court, right?
A lot.
A lot.
There's a lot.
So there's a lot going on for her too then.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Now, I'm doing some jobs there, and it's one job at a time. So it's not, but I do have a camera in the van now that's got a remote, so I can watch her.
Can you talk to her too?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that
Yep.
really helps.
Yeah.
I can move the camera, I can talk to her, and I have a wood floor in the van. I put rugs all across the floor because she can't walk on the slick surface.
Right.
That right side,
Yeah.
she can't walk on a slick. At home, she'll only walk on the carpet. So if I was in the kitchen, she would not come in there because she couldn't get her. Yeah.
So you have jobs that you're doing in courtside. Do you travel with your tools in your van?
I do.
Do you?
So like when I went to Maryland and Vermont and Chicago, I have a bulk of tools. And it's like, if I have these tools with me, I can do almost anything. Now, my chop saw fell before I left, right around New Year's. Me and my son were doing something, and it will not turn on now. It's a small one, and that's why I like it. It's just a 7-inch.
Yeah.
So I brought my circular saw. But as far as I know, I'm doing mostly like a sliding window install, a vent fan install, some solar. I am doing one woodworking project, and my circular saw will be fine.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
yep.
Awesome.
Slow and steady wins the race. Absolutely. Absolutely. Please hit the thumbs up. It is 7:59, guys. I'm going to hang out with these guys. We're going to cut it off at 8. And thank you guys always for spending your Tuesday night with you. Next Tuesday, we'll be live from courtside, and hopefully I'll have some of the people that are in the chat hanging out with us. And you guys go check out Long Haul Lifesavers. They were just telling me they're going to get back to creating content sharing some of this stuff with you. I'll tell you what, you share some of the automobile stuff, you know, and you know, all the tool unboxing. I was all over that video.
Yeah.
So guys, have a good night. Thanks for being here. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.